welcome or welcome back. My name is Paris, and I'm here with a new game for us. I mean, I've played it before, but a new game for the stream. We're gonna dive into Arcadia Fallen, the Legend of the Spirit Alchemist. This is a visual novel that I think it was in like my recommendation list on itch, and that was like the first time I'd ever heard of it. I think it was like maybe out for a few months when I heard of it, and it caught my attention and it sounded interesting, and I played it and I had a lot of fun with it, and I think more people should be aware of it, especially because there is currently a sequel in the works. They had a Kickstarter just a few months ago, so it has since ended, but there's a demo out for the second game. I mean, I would recommend not playing that if you don't want any sort of spoilers, but you know, it's your life, do what you want. I'll link to stuff about the second game in like my VOD, like in the description, along with the stuff that I usually do of where to buy the game that I'm actually playing. But yeah, you should go support and follow along with development of the sequel, because it looks fun, and I'm interested to see what sort of things they'll carry over from this game into the next, because just like mechanics wise, along with story wise, because it does take place 5 years maybe in the future, more than that, it's hard to tell. But yeah, I'm excited to dive into this. We'll see what happens. We've got our crew right here, our eventual crew. I'm seeing people in the chat. Hello, cute art style. Yes, I love the art style. It is very cute. Yeah. Let me know if the volume needs adjusting, either the music or voice lines. I only tested it on the menu screen, so I don't know how. There are like some voiced lines, so I don't know how that will sound in relation to me. Not that I'm really going to be talking over them talking, so yeah, we'll see. Yeah, I guess let's hop right in. I can't remember how long this took me to play the first time, so I feel like it's gonna be maybe 3 or 4 streams. Music seems good so far. I'll say something if in-game audio needs adjusting. Thank you. And I see I may have missed this. Is this a repeat playthrough or your first time? This is a repeat for me. I just realized that I thought the text wasn't moving, so I wasn't paying attention. So we're just gonna reset that real quick. I was like, oh, I just won't click. It's fine. Oopsie. Alright, this time I'm focused. I'm gonna be reading the text. Oh, we have a guest. Welcome. I was just about to tell a story, and I think I may have just found the perfect main character. Is it me? What do we call you? Always the hardest part of any character creation, a name. I did think of one beforehand, because I was also going, like a lot of these games where, you know, you can put a character, you know, character creation thing, and you can have a name for them. I do kind of have like a default character of mine that I put into a lot of things, but sometimes when there's like a specific role that your character is already playing, I might say, do I have a similar character like that? And I do have an alchemist character, except they're from a D&D, they're from D&D, and they were a Kenku named Clink, and You know, I feel like maybe Clink isn't the name I want to give this human character, but I decided we're gonna go with Kit. See in the chat, you got some real main character energy, as the kids say, parentheses. I don't think the kids actually say it like this. I don't think so either. And usually it's not a good thing when they're saying it. A fine name. Let us put a face to it. Alright, here we go. Alright. So yeah, a neat thing is that they give you different body types. And then they each have a few hairstyles. But then it's like you can use the feminine body type, but you don't have to use she, her pronouns. And you also get like a more feminine sounding voice and a more masculine.
I suppose.
Oh.
These are weird examples. Oh.
Bye.
Bye. Your character does say more than one word at a time. Like, I like the coat on the androgynous one. I'm not a super huge fan of the shorter hair. So I guess we'll go with the longer hair. Oh my god, 5 colors I can choose from. In the chat, do you know everyone else's names in the game? What if you named yourself Clink and everyone else is named like Kevin? That's true, if you're not playing. I always think it'd be so funny going into a game and you happen to choose your character's name is like the name of a really important NPC or something. I had something happen like that in, it wasn't an important character. It was in The Outer Worlds, and this happened like so late in the game. I named my character Magpie, and then I'm talking to another NPC and they're like, all right, I have to get in contact with Magpie. And I was like, for a moment I was like, wait, me? What? How did they say my name? Then I was like, oh, there's just another character out there with the name Magpie. It was very strange. I don't think you meet that character, but it was a very weird moment. I did have another moment like that in a visual novel game where I just used my name. I don't tend to do that, but I just used my name Paris as my character's name. And there was an NPC named Paris, but since it wasn't voiced, I was just like, oh, is the game programmed to have this other character have your name? I'm like, that's a weird choice, considering if I remember the relationships correctly, it was like the brother of the kind of love interest character. I'm like, that's weird that they name the character who's interested in you like you have the same name as their brother. That's a weird vibe, but okay. And then when I years later replayed it and did a different name, I was like, oh no, they just had all the characters are named after Shakespeare characters, like more minor ones, so it wasn't as obvious to me at first what was going on. I'm like, that's why that character's name is Paris. Okay, I get it. I understand what's happening. It was just a weird coincidence. But maybe we actually will look at the masculine one just so you can see all the options. You get a little ponytail. I like the jacket more than the off-the-shoulder top and vest. So I think we're gonna go with this. What color hair? What can? Ooh. like a more fun hair color, I think. Do we go light or dark? That green's a little too bright for my taste. Maybe we do the darker green. What if we're just completely green? Oh, eye color. I was like, what's changing? I don't see it. Black eyes to match the color of my soul. Look at this. Brown eyes, I guess. I don't know. See, now I don't like how any of these colors look with the hair. Except, like, if we did black. I guess. But you can. What if we just did full black? What do we think? Especially because, like, the undershirt stays that gray color. Maybe we do this. Pronouns. Sure, let's do she, her.
I did it.
I did it. I did it. I got through character creation.
I can't believe this.
Let's not.
I guess we'll go with voice 1. Let me see back in the chat. Ooh, character customization. Yeah, always so fun. I feel like I choose based on outfits and hairstyles in this character creator. I assume you mean like name and stuff, or I don't think I've run into the name issue before as far as I can remember, which is amazing considering how many RPGs and visual novels I play. Yeah, I'm surprised I haven't run into it more often. Alright. Let's do our, I mean, we could go full goth and do black hair, but I feel like we need, ooh, but what if we had dark purple hair? Like the dark pink. No, let's do green. We're gonna stick with the green. I think that's fun. Kit, are you ready to become a legend? Can I just be normal? What's this legend stuff? I guess. Here we go.
From the shimmer of light in the workshop, you felt safe to the broken glass. In the streets, reflecting her fright. Desperation can set the stage for acts of villainy, and heroes may need to confront their demons in more ways than one. For a choice to be made, you must overcome the binding and twining of souls above. So strong that they just keep you bold and tall. Yes, you. What will you do when the call for action beckons you to choose? Yes, you. What will you be? A hero, a villain, or a monster indeed?
Hell yeah. You see in the chat, Allegra Clark? Yep. And the theme song. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. All right. Here we go. I hope that intro sequence got you pumped up. All right. To the east, way past even the capital of Eridus, lies a small town known as Anemone Valley, and in the town sits a very special shop. Despite its modest size, the store is visited by most, for it is the only one of its kind in this little town. A store that sells alchemy. I like this skull in the background with an eye patch over it. Ooh, and a kind of intense looking Venus flytrap. and a trophy for something. It is owned by Elizabeth. A master of her craft and well respected among those who buy her wares. And you just happen to be her apprentice.
Thank you for your purchase. Please come again.
Your master is firm but kind in her teachings. She treats the herbs with religious dedication, and for the better part of your life, you have been trying to learn as much as you can from her.
We are running low on headache remedies. Would you mind handling the room table for a moment?
I'll do it. What a headache! Or are you sure? And we do get like little tone indicators for this. Let's just say I'll do it.
Of course. I'll get to work at once.
The rune table is an artifact provided to alchemists by the School of Magic. It runs on a core of controlled magic and can be manipulated by anyone with the proper training. It is, of course, not as powerful as an actual mage, but it is quite practical for making household charms and remedies. Headache cures being one of the more popular options. I mean, that's what I'd be getting as someone very prone to headaches. Literally had a headache earlier today. You get to work preparing the ingredients as a tall man with an intimidating glare enters the store.
What can I do for you today, sir?
Spare me. Just give me the usual. Make it quick. I don't want to stick around in this creepy freak show any longer than I have to.
Sir, you don't need to be so rude.
Right. One remedy coming right up.
Behind the man, a shadow moves. A child peeks out, staring around the room with big, frightened eyes. You haven't seen the kid around the shop before. By the looks of it, he's been told one too many tales of child-eating potion makers. Frighten the child! Smile and wave, ignore the child. Let's be nice. Let's smile and wave. You smile at the kid and give a friendly wave. I'm sure he'll be, mad. At first he freezes, realizing he has been caught, but then he slowly emerges and gives a shy wave back. Elizabeth coughs to get your attention, and you realize she's looking at you expectantly. Oh, right, the potion. Alright, so this game has this little, like, okay, calm down. It's like shaking things at me, I get it. This little puzzle mini game to simulate mixing these potions, and I think it's very fun. Alright, so we're gonna put this on the table. Oh, there. Okay. So we turn these wheels. Yeah, match any pattern on the right by mixing ingredients in the center. So each ingredient you put in will have these 3 different symbols. So then you have to turn the outer circles and the inner circle to match any of these. Let's give them a strong one. So we actually don't want either of those symbols, and we do want both of these. Right? That's a strong one. Yes. You made a strong headache remedy. Alright, we'll hand it over. You hand the potion to Elizabeth.
Here you go, sir. One extra strong headache remedy.
Elizabeth hands the potion to the customer, who pays with a grunt and nothing more. Oh. What? He didn't give us any money? What? I've seen the chat. Strong like his attitude, right? Yeah, I need a strong headache remedy after dealing with that guy. What a jerk.
I can't believe this.
Maybe he wouldn't get headaches if he removed his head from his... I didn't use any language. Language kit. The man may have been behaving rudely, but magic has been feared in this nation for a long time. He was simply acting upon his fears. Does acting upon his fears mean not paying? Like, well, like, it's less about his attitude and being like, oh, I don't want to stick around this freak show anymore. Like, is that annoying? Yes, but I'm upset about the fact that he, quote unquote, paid with a grunt and nothing more. That's what I don't like. I'm proud of the way you handled that. I know it's difficult to keep calm with someone like that in the store. He could have at least paid. Why aren't they did I misinterpret that? Like, it said he didn't give us money, right? Why do they, what is this? He could have at least thanked us. I don't care about that. I don't care how he talked to us that much. I'll say he could have at least thanked you. He came here for help and he got it. He could have at least said thank you.
So that's how it is.
Or are we in the business of just handing things? Like, do they not have to pay money? Like, maybe I don't understand this situation. I don't know. You're right, but people like us have to pick our battles carefully, lest we end up in a position where we can do nothing at all. But enough of that. I have another job for you. We just used up the last of the lavender making that remedy. Would you be so kind as to go and buy some more? Let's change the recipe. Okay, are you going to be okay? I mean,
I'll do it.
We'll just say okay. Right, I'll go right away. I see in the chat, I think he paid with money and made a grunt, maybe based on how they're responding. And then, yeah, I'm guessing it's like Bethany said, if they're responding like this too. Could have been worded a little more clearly. Yeah, because it did for sure say he paid with a grunt. And that makes it sound like he just grunted, but it seems like he handed you money. Maybe that's what they mean. He handed money over with a grunt. As in, without saying thank you, but that's not how my mind read it.
Thank you, dear.
Thank you. Please do hurry though. We wouldn't want another angry customer to come in, only discover I'm all out of their hangover cure. So it's a headache remedy, wink wink. You gather your things, then leave the store with a small wave. Alright, and we get like this little map where eventually we'll have these different locations we can go to, but right now we just have the flower shop that we're going to. Don't worry about these creepy looking trees over here. I'm sure it's nothing. The flower shop smells heavenly. Oh, look at the little bunny statue. Bookend? Because there's a book there. Whatever it is, it's cute. Strange exotic plants are growing everywhere, their colors vibrant and glowing with the faintest hint of magic.
Come in, come in. Here to pick up supplies, I presume?
You presume correctly.
Oh, perfect timing. Today's been so slow. I was going quite mad. How are things?
The owner, Quinn, has had the store for a little over a year. The first full year of this small town having their own... Wait. The first full year of the small town having their very own mage. So sarcastically, we can say, oh, you know, the usual happy customers all around. Sad, people have been really rude today. Annoyed. I just had the worst customer. Maybe a little sarcastic. Oh, you know, the usual happy customers all around. Oh, you know, customers just really know how to make you feel appreciated for the hard work we do at the shop.
Oh dear.
That bad, huh? I guess I should count my blessings that I haven't had any customers today. It is only natural that things are a bit tense. After the Ivy Woods wilted, people are suspecting some wicked magic to be at work. Which, of course, means people are less keen on coming near us Magi folks. Alright. Yes, and there are times where they'll have questions you can ask. And you can ask as many or as few as you want, and it won't progress past them. So I guess we'll just work our way top to bottom. In chat, I see. I'm worried about the creepy trees. Well, she did mention, yeah, I think we might get a little answer on the creepy trees we saw. And then all caps, Bunny! What happened to the Ivy Woods?
How curious.
You haven't heard? And here I thought small town news was supposed to travel fast. Yesterday, an entire section of the forest just died. I've wanted to go and gather some samples, see if perhaps it's a rare disease killing the trees. But I can't leave the shop, and I don't want to be caught out there investigating. People might start suspecting that I was the one who did it, and I really don't need that kind of attention. They say with like a smile. What kind of samples do you need?
I wonder.
Actually,
Anything would do at this point. A cutting from a dead tree, a pinch of the dirt. It could all tell me something about how it died. I mean, sure, why not? I'll get it for you.
I'll do it.
I can go and get it for you. The forest isn't that far, and it might help.
absolutely not.
Elizabeth would kill me if she found out I'd sent you out there alone. It's dangerous, you know. No one but trained demon hunters would or should go near that area. Oh, okay. Wait, just that part? Or like, are the woods as a whole that dangerous? No, it's better to let the officials handle this. I'm sure they'll figure out the cause soon enough. Hopefully then things will calm down. I guess you're right, spoil sport. Do we think we like, maybe getting into dangerous situations? That sounds so boring, though. Well, take it from someone who grew up in a school of kids who randomly set things on fire by accident. Sometimes boring is good. Okay. You know, fair. Slow day.
Tell me about...
No customers came by today? You're the first. It is quite odd. By this time I usually have at least a couple of people poke their heads in, out of curiosity if anything. But today has been completely quiet. I was starting to wonder if perhaps I'd missed some kind of local holiday tradition. But I guess in the end people are just wary of magic due to what happened to the forest. It's sad. People suspect magic?
What do you mean?
People always suspect magic. It's always easier to blame something you don't understand, especially when you are only exposed to hearsay and rumors. The people out there don't experience the good sides of magic. Like the self-driving wagons and other handy devices created by the Tinkers and Eridus, or the grand theater shows of the illusionists down south. They do have you, though. There's no excuse for being prejudiced. I'll say they do have you. Your shop is quite wonderful in its own right, though.
Thank you.
Aw, thank you. I do believe that people here are warming up to me. After all, flowers and herbs are hardly something you can create much controversy over. Which is also why it was I and not some firework tinker who was sent here. You were sent here?
So...
You didn't choose to come here yourself? Oh no, darling. When a mage graduates from the academy, we're assigned a shop to practice our craft. We do get to make proposals for where we'd like to go, but ultimately it's up to a council to distribute the graduates. They'll consider the needs of the towns and cities and the danger the mage might pose if they work without supervision. I, for one, am quite happy with where I ended up. You like it here?
Really?
You actually like it here? I thought you'd want to be somewhere more lively? Like in one of the capitals or something?
Just
Oh
imagine.
no, that's way too dull. I wouldn't learn anything on a forest of bricks. Out here, I'm right in the center of the greatest garden of all. Not to mention the fascinating underground of the magic mines. The energy coursing through the soil here is completely unique, and I keep finding new specimens that would make the students back at the college green with envy. Firework tinkers. Oh, wait, I see in the chat. Wait, this is Erika Ishii? I'm looking at the credits list. Maybe I did know, but I forgot. Firework
Really?
tinkers? There are seriously mages who just make fireworks? Of course, but they're not just fireworks. They're the best, most beautiful fireworks on the continent, created to dazzle and entertain. They are a marvelous sight to behold. That sounds amazing. It sounds like a dream. I'd love to see that one day.
Actually,
You'll have to go to the capital to see it, I'm afraid. Such magic has to be performed under strict supervision, but it is worth the journey for sure. I have no more questions.
Actually,
Elizabeth sent me to get lavender, if you have any.
oh, you'll love this.
Ah, of course, of course. The world can't go around without the Madam's Great Headache Remedy, can it now? Give me a second. Quinn finds the herbs you asked for, and you pay for your wares.
Come back soon.
I always pay for stuff at stores, because I'm a good person. Do say hi to Elizabeth for me when you get back. It's getting late, but the streets are still buzzing with activity. Citizens are making their final rounds, shopping and greeting friends while walking home from work. A bard is sitting on the stones at the square, entertaining a small group of children, and you find yourself pausing to listen in as he spins his tale.
And then, the Witch Queen of the North raised an army of demons from the depths of the mountains and laid waste to the lands. It was a time where wild magic ruled, and the people of this continent were bent under its heel.
The children gasp and huddle together, and you smile. You've heard this story many times before and know just where it's going.
But then, from the ashes of a burned nation, rose 7 heroes. They were the chosen ones, the paragons, and together they rallied the people and beat back the demon Scourge and their evil mistress.
Yeah! The children cheer! Yeah! He's quite good.
Once the battle was over, they formed the Empire. A nation governed not by magic, but by people. The first Paragon traveled south and built the Seven Winds Academy. A school to teach the next generations of mages so that magic may never again be used for chaos. The second Paragon traveled the continent to rid it from the remains of the witch's ilk. During his travels, other heroes chose to join his ranks, and that is how the Order of the Demon Hunters was formed. The remaining 5 set out to each build a great city. Cities that would later become the capitals of the Empire. And in the central capital built by Alethros, their leader, stand 7 seats, each representing one of the 7 rulers of the Empire. And from these seats, their successors still rule to this day. The end.
Hooray! Politics! There's clapping and cheering, with some of the adults around politely joining in. But then one child raises their hand, head tilted in curiosity in the way that only children can do.
But, Mr. Bard, sir, you say there are 7 seats, but my mom says there are only 6. Why should the mages have a seat?
The air suddenly tenses. The market has gone quiet. All eyes now turn to the bard, who remains unfazed, smiling.
That's the thing about stories. Sometimes they don't actually end, even if the bard has said so. They become the beginning of something new.
He turns slightly, and you swear for a moment he's looking straight at you before he shrugs.
But alas, I was only paid to tell you rascals one tale for today, so that particular sequel will have to wait for another time.
There's a collection of groans of dismay, but the kids get up and leave. You two figure you've lingered long enough and continue on your way. You've almost reached home, but come to a halt when you hear someone cry out. Your head whips around toward a dark side street. The people around you keep walking, ignoring the sound even as it grows louder. Can't they hear? You glance around but see no reaction. Everyone just carries on apathetically. You know you should probably do the same. You can vividly imagine Elizabeth's disapproving stare, but the darkness of the alley beckons you, and you leave the busy street to investigate. A man is standing over the form of a young girl, or what appears to be a girl.
Really, there's no need for this. I was simply a bit lost, you see. I didn't mean to wander into your town uninvited. Just let me go, and I'll be out of your hair for good. Gone. Whoosh.
You expect me to believe that, spirit? I am not fooled by your petty tricks and illusions. I see you, and I am going to make sure whatever wicked scheme you have planned ends right here.
I swear, I'm not planning anything.
Uh-oh.
Demons spawn like you don't belong in this world. Die, you filthy creature!
He's going to kill her. You have to do something, but what? Your choice will influence your personality going forward, so we can be kind and think that poor girl needs my help, or adventurous. No way that bully is getting away with this. I think we were kind of leaning a little adventurous. Not that we aren't kind, but... Let's go. No way that bully is getting away with this.
Hey, you! Yes, you! Get away from that poor girl!
The man spins around. His eyes are crazed, dangerous, and familiar. You! A chill runs down your spine as something flashes in the man's eyes. You could have sworn they almost looked red?
You're that old hag's apprentice, aren't you?
Wow, so rude. She's the reason you don't have a headache. And yet here you are causing headaches for the rest of us. I see in the chat all caps, punch him! I mean, if it's an option, And then above that I said there's a lot of voice acting in this. Yeah, there's quite a bit. And then, oh no, he's high on headache medicine. Yeah, maybe I should have just given him the normal one, not the extra strength.
You lure people with your pretty potions and promises of healing. But in the end, you're just the same.
What? I don't even know what you're accusing me of.
Magic scum like you should all just die.
Okay, now his eyes are red and he turned gray. He moves so fast. There's a blur of movement, and then you feel a sharp pain in your chest. You look down and see the hilt of a knife, a bloom of red growing outwards, staining everything. Weirdly, you almost don't feel the pain. Shock is making the strangest of thoughts suddenly relevant.
So, that's what a lot of blood looks like.
Alright, that's the end of the game. We die.
It's thicker than I imagined and more red.
Thank you. You really saved me there. I'm sorry this had to happen. Let me see. Ouch, yeah? He got you real good, didn't he? Pierced the heart.
Oh my god! You're very calm. Yep, yeah, pierced your heart. Yeah, wow. And let's see in chat. Why buy her medicine then, though, right? Like, I spent such a long time just, you know, suffering through headaches, just waiting for them to go away on their own. Maybe you should do the same if we're so horrible. And then, boo that guy. Oh no, we've been stabbed. RIP us. Did that guy just leave? I think so.
Humans need hearts, I'm certain of that. And such a brave heart, too.
Okay, that's why she's not as concerned. She doesn't maybe understand what hearts do.
Don't be scared. I'll fix it, I promise.
Okay.
It won't be easy, though. It really isn't quite the state. I think I can mend it, but it needs something to stick it together. Your soul, I mean. No use mending the body when you're, well, dead. Sorry. That was rather insensitive, wasn't it? Nothing wrong with being dead. I mean, it happens to all of us, but oh, right, not important.
Yeah, let's maybe move along a little faster, please.
Just a moment. I'll fix you right up.
My head.
Yeah, sorry about that. You knocked your head pretty bad when you fell. We should get you a potion for that.
You blearily force your eyes open. You're still in the alleyway, but the street has gone quiet and the afternoon light has faded. You must have been unconscious for a while. Your hand flies up to your chest, expecting to find the knife still sticking out, but there's no wound.
It doesn't hurt, right? Honestly, I don't know much about human skin, so I kind of just stitched it together the best I could.
Okay. Alright. What's going on? What just happened? You saved me, that's amazing. What just happened?
What just happened?
Okay.
That guy? Where did he go? What's going on?
He left.
Yeah, he stabbed us and left. In the chat, I hope our stitches are in the shape of a smiley face. I'm not sure we ever get to see them, but we can imagine that that's what they look like.
I, hid myself in the trash. So when he was done with you, he went off to search for me. I am terribly sorry about all this. Usually I'm much more careful. You're safe now, though. I promise.
That was not a very convincing I promise.
That guy was really something, though. To think a spirit would go as far as to possess a human like that? I know the whole humans against magic thing doesn't make for the best of relationships, but there's no need to be rude. Oh, so sorry. You're probably confused, right? Please, if you have any questions, don't hesitate to ask.
Who are you?
So, who are you?
Aha, right. I am so sorry. I should have introduced myself, shouldn't I? I'm Mime. Well, I'm a spirit, I believe you would say. A friendly one, though. Don't worry.
That guy looked like some kind of monster.
That guy. His appearance changed all of a sudden. The horns, the red eyes. He looked like some kind of monster.
My guess is that some mean spirit latched onto his anger and possessed him.
Okay. Yeah. He was pretty angry.
The spirit must have been quite powerful, too. Spark a physical transformation like that? I wonder what it was doing here.
Mime got so quiet.
Anyway, the best course of action would be to stay far away from that guy, but I guess you already figured that out the hard way.
Yeah. And also, like, we both live here in this town, so I don't know how I can stay away. Especially if he comes to the shop again. Because he obviously wasn't dissuaded. He knows where I work and possibly live if I live at the shop. So, that's great. Why was that guy harassing you?
I met that guy earlier today. He wasn't nice back then either, but the way he treated you was horrible.
Well, you know, humans don't usually care much for spirits. They're supposedly illegal, after all. Chaotic magic, dangerous, yada yada. This guy was particularly aggressive about it, though. His heart has a lot of hate inside it, which is probably the reason why the mean spirit decided to take it.
One last question. Why are you here?
So, thank you for saving me, but why are you still here? Aren't you afraid more people like that guy will show up?
Well, you see, I might be kinda, sorta bound here to you.
Uh-oh.
What?
I didn't mean to, I'm sorry. But you were all dead and broken, and all the pieces didn't want to stick together, and I panicked, and I may have somehow linked myself to your soul in order to bind it to your body.
Okay. Alright. Your choice will affect Mime's path going forward. Let Mime feel the consequences of her actions, and perhaps she will learn from them. Calm Mime down for showing her kindness. By showing her kindness. I mean, she saved us. What is being bound to a spirit even mean? Let's be forgiving.
You saved my life. The method might not have been ideal, but I really can't blame you for helping me.
I know. I should have done better, and I shouldn't have... Huh? You forgive me? Thank you. Oh, thank you. Don't worry. We'll find some way to fix this. I'm sure of
it. I don't think she knows. Since she literally just said, we'll find some way to fix it. I'm not sure saying, so how do we fix this, is going to get much of an answer. Maybe let's do our adventures thing. Say, this sounds like an adventure.
I've always dreamed about a grand adventure of my own. Maybe this is it.
I guess that's a nice way to look at it. I don't know how to fix this, but I do know someone who might. I'll take you there. Though, she's going to be so mad at me.
You and Mime both pause and listen. While you were talking, the quiet night has erupted into a steady swell of voices. A sinister feeling makes the hairs on your neck stand on end, and Mime scurries closer to you, the small spirit having grown quite pale.
Something doesn't feel right. I think we should leave now.
I see in the chat, oh, Mime's actress played Luz in The Owl House. I was wondering why she sounded familiar but didn't recognize her name. Oh. I haven't seen enough of The Owl House to make that connection or like recognize the voice. That's cool. She tugs you by the sleeve and you follow her to the end of the alley, only to stop short at a sudden smell slithering down the streets. Smoke. Your eyes grow wide as you spot the flickering lights in the distance, a feeling of dread settling in your stomach.
The shop.
Uh-oh.
Hey! Wait!
Oh, no! By the time you get there, a large group of people has gathered in front of the shop and a wicked tension is in the air. I think we're past the tension. I think
Child eater!
Oh, what? What? I know we mentioned stories about saying like the kid heard one too many stories about child eating potion makers or whatever, but wow, okay. Child eater.
Get out of our town! Burn the witch!
The yelling feels unbearably loud. A young man picks up a rock and throws it through a window. The sound of shattering glass is drowned out by the cheers rising from the crowd. Yeah. How could anyone do such a thing? Those bastards are destroying our home. Yeah, we lived there. Okay. I think we're gonna go with the anger one. In the chat, no, our shop, and then the shop is literally on fire. Tension. And then John Marston voice, you eat babies. Yep. Those bastards are destroying my home.
I can't believe this.
I can't believe these people. What do they think they're doing? And like, I assume that this means Elizabeth lives there too, so she's literally inside. It's actually not their fault. Not entirely, I mean. They've been caught up in a frenzy. Their fears are being amplified by very strong spirit magic. It's drawing them all towards something inside the shop. How can you tell? How do you know that? It's a spirit thing. I can sort of sense the essence of other spirits. Usually it doesn't really matter because there aren't really a lot of us around, but something's here, and it has its sights set on something inside that store. Their fears?
Really?
These people don't look very frightened to me.
Maybe, but...
It's true, though. We all fear something, but usually you can kind of tell whether you should act on it or if the fear is irrational. These people have had their fear stoked, and it's so great that it has turned into rage. They've lost sight of themselves completely. Why are we not affected?
Well...
Look, I'm not feeling my bravest at the moment either, so why am I not tearing stuff up?
About that.
This type of spirit magic doesn't really affect me. Since you're bound to me now, I guess you're protected as well? We've got to do something.
So...
We can't just keep standing here. There's gotta be something we can do. We really shouldn't get any closer. If they catch us here, there's no telling what they'll do. I might get stabbed through the heart again. Yeah, see, okay, in the chat, see, okay, maybe the shop isn't on fire yet if they're just chatting, right? I think we should worry more about Elizabeth being in there.
We've gotta go.
Look, Mime, I know it's scary, but I need to find my teacher, Elizabeth. She might still be in the shop, and I can't just leave her. You really are very brave, aren't you? I kinda wish... Never mind. Okay, I'll take you. Let's just keep our heads down, okay? Oops. Did not mean to... open the menu like that. With Mime's guidance, you go around to the back of the building. There's no way to enter, but there is a closed window and a nicely sized rock. You break the window and carefully climb through the broken glass. The shop is dark and smells faintly of burned rosemary.
Okay. Very sneaky. The sneaky duo, that's us.
A door bursts open.
Get out of my home, you...
Yeah, I assume things must not be on fire yet if Elizabeth is just, like, chilling in here.
Child.
I was so worried, or long story, we have to get out of here. Do we have to get out of here? If it's not on fire, do we have to get out of here? I'll just say I was worried. Elizabeth, thank Allosaurus. You're safe. I was so worried. It's fine, kids. Don't you worry. It will take a lot more than that to take down this old witch.
But what about you? You were gone for so long. I was just about to leave and go looking for you when those hooligans started gathering out front.
Hooligans?
What happened? And who is that?
You see, I kind of died or almost died. Hi. Well, you see.
Actually...
Right, so you see, Mime and I here have accidentally gotten ourselves into a bit of a magical accident earlier.
By the seven. Have you bound yourself to the spirit?
It wasn't my fault. I didn't do it.
What were you thinking, child? Do you have any idea what you have done?
I didn't have a choice in the matter. Let me explain. I'm sorry, I couldn't just stand by and do nothing, right? Let's have this discussion now. Let's say I couldn't just stand by and do nothing.
No.
I didn't mean for this to happen, but I would do it again to protect Mime. Elizabeth sighs.
Child, your bold heart is going to get you into trouble one day. Trouble that I will not be able to save you from.
Just imagine if the shop has been on fire this whole time and we're just in here chatting. Speaking of trouble, too late. Let the trouble begin. I guess we'll go with too late. Yeah, so you see, that might be a tiny bit too late. There's a crash as another window shatters.
I just don't understand what is happening.
In the chat, I see, again with the preemptive scolding Elizabeth, and then LOL, she really likes to preemptively scold us, and then 2 handshake emojis, as you both said the same thing. I had the same thought. But yeah, she really does love to just, like, is that just what she's like, or are we just known to have gotten into a lot of trouble before in the past? That it's just easier to preemptively scold because she's usually correct in her assumption.
How odd.
These people are acting completely mad, like something is driving them insane.
About that.
That's exactly what's happening. I'm not sure what, but I can sense something here in the shop. Some kind of powerful magic is drawing them here.
Powerful magic? But that's impossible. This is an alchemy shop. The only vaguely magical item in here is the alchemy table.
Something flashes in Elizabeth's eyes, and you all turn to the table standing in the corner.
It can't be.
The light suddenly dims, and you whip around to stare at the shop window. The crowd outside is growing louder, their vile chants and jeers melting together into a booming ichor of hate. A dark shadow is spreading from the frame of the window, blocking out the light from the torches outside. Oh, the star indicates a choice where you call upon others for assistance. So we can say mime, what is that? Stay back, it looks dangerous. Yeah, that's just gross. Well, since they're giving us this, I feel like we should use the star choice. Mime, what is that?
What the?
Or what is that thing?
Well...
I'm not sure. It looks like a spirit of some sort, but...
It's a demon.
Ah.
This thing. It reeks of dark magic. It's trying to breach the barrier I put around the shop.
The darkness now completely covers the glass, which creaks and twists under the strain. Then cracks. Stand your ground. Great, or we should run. I feel like standing your ground is a bad idea. Let's just go great. Right, this is fine. The window shatters. Heat washes over you and you shield your face as every single piece of glass in the shop is blown out. Oh my god. Are we sure every single... I see several bottles back there. The crystal ball. All these bottles right here. Oh, I guess the whole cabinet that they were in. I can see cracks in the glass. The pressure forces you back, stumbling, and for a moment, all you see is red. Like, in what way all we see is red? What do you mean by that? You pick yourself up from the floor. Someone is screaming in the distance, and there's a strong smell of burning wood. Ah, here comes the fire. The shop, it's been completely destroyed. From the rubble, a tall, dark shape rises up to tower over you. Pathetic. The humans demand fire, but flee when their wish is granted. Glowing eyes zero in on you, a tall, lanky shape standing in the middle of the destroyed shop. What is this? A little shop assistant. I wonder, will you flee as well? What lies within your heart? Fear? Anger? The glow of those soulless eyes intensifies, and you feel cold all over as its gaze pierces through you. Okay. How disappointing. People like you are the worst. Keeping your head bowed every day, taking the scorn of the common people like you somehow deserve it. I can see it all, how the people of this town, these pathetic, weak mortals, are mocking you while you do nothing. Why should their fear, imbecilic, what a weird word, imbecilic fear, weigh down on you? I see in the chat, spooky guy, too much eye. Spiky spooky guy, too much mouth also. Yeah. And yeah, you are their superior. Your talent should leave them begging at your feet. So why? What drives you down this path? Faith. I believe in the good of humanity, dignity. I won't stoop to their level. Tenacity. I don't need your help to get what I want. Let's say tenacity.
I want change, but I can make it myself. I don't need to make a deal with a demon to get what I want.
Yeah. The creature begins to glow a soft green color. It lets out a frustrated scream and charges at you. Alright, so I guess if it can't make a deal, it's just gonna attack you.
Look out!
Go back to the hell you came from, demon.
In the chat, and then we punch him! Or someone else shows up to punch him for us. Perhaps. The demon stumbles, struck from behind. It keels over, clinging to its side where its shape is cracking like broken shards of glass. You see broad shoulders. A woman steps in front of you, shielding you from the demon. A sword gleams in her hands as she boldly faces off against this monster.
Are you all right?
So we can, if you click, I think if you click romance, it'll give you like a couple different options for romantic coded things, flirting coded dialogue options or actions. So these ones won't lead to that sort of thing. So yeah, there is romance in this game. All of the companions, but aside from our spirit friend Mime. It's a new person, a lady, a sword lady. But we've literally just met her, so let's not make things weird while she's trying to do her job. I feel like that has to suck where it's like you're just trying to do your job and like protect an innocent person. They're like, wow, you're hot. You're like, okay. See, it's too soon to know if I want to flirt with her, though. A handshake emoji with me, yes. I mean, I feel like we probably never have faced down a demon before, so maybe we, like, I'm fine.
Oh, wow. So, thank you.
Victoria! I'm so glad to see.
Oh, so Mime knows her. That this was the person she was talking about taking us to. Well, she came to us.
Quiet, Mime. You and I are going to have a talk as soon as this is over.
The demon screeches and rights itself, the bleeding gash on its side glowing like hot metal. You fool! You will pay for this. It rushes forward, but Victoria is far too quick. She swiftly strikes it down, spraying shards of darkness from the fresh wound. Ah! The glow is steadily growing stronger. You begin to feel drawn towards that light, as if it's calling out to you.
I'm feeling kinda weird.
Look, the table.
The alchemy table is glowing the same shade as the demon. It pulses and breathes like a living thing, lifting itself off of the floor. Shifting and shaping into a new form, it suddenly flies right at you. You reach out to catch a locket. Alright, so then I love how it takes the mini game for mixing like the alchemy and like the different potions, and then they reuse it for this like catching or banishing demons. Okay, so we want this to be 2 reds. Oh, literally just that easy. All right, we got it, we did it. See in the chat? As she talked more, Victoria talked more, I was like, wait, that's Allegra! And it is! Light bursts from your hand. It shoots outwards in a beam, striking the nightmarish creature square in the chest. I do like that sound effect scream that's just like... The demon writhes and shakes, the light bursting it open from within, and then it crumbles, turning to ash with a quiet sigh. There's only stillness. In your hand is what remains of the alchemy table, a pendant of sorts. The familiar cogs and wheels still make up the main body, but 5 small runes are now carved into the upper ring, one of them glowing faintly with a strange sort of magic. You're feeling woozy, like your legs are about to give out from under you. What just happened? Thank God it's over. That was awesome! What just happened? What in the world just happened? I would like to know that as well. Oh! Why? Why is everyone reacting so preemptively, not giving me a chance to talk or explain myself? First I get scolded at 2 times by Elizabeth. And now this person who just saved me is now threatening me. Cold steel presses against your throat. The woman, Victoria, is glaring at you. What did you do? Lady, it fucking died like, I don't know, an hour ago. And now I'm here. It's been a rough day, okay? Leave me alone. In the chat, Mickey Mouse voice. Wahaba. What did you do? I don't know. Right, I'm the enemy here. I mean, let's maybe not be sarcastic when we have a sharp blade at our throat. Yeah, why do we get blamed for everything? I don't know. Do we just have that sort of vibe? Let's just try and stay calm. Let's try not to get ahead of ourselves with the swords, okay? I don't know what happened. The alchemy table has never done anything like that before. Victoria glares at you with suspicion, but lowers her sword. A little.
I can't believe this.
Mime, would you be so kind as to tell me what is going on here? Victoria's words drip with tension. Mime looks very, very small when she steps out from behind you. Well, you see, I'm not entirely sure myself. It felt like I had a connection with that thing for a moment.
So that's how it is.
A spirit locket. Elizabeth is staring at the glowing amulet in your hands with a barely masked sadness that puts you on edge. It must have reacted to the presence of the demon. It appears that it absorbed the power of that fiendish creature, sealing it away for good. That's so cool. That is good, right? We're safe, or well, that's totally the end of it then, right? That's so cool.
We did it.
So you're saying that we totally just saved the day? Making Victoria hate us right off the bat. Victoria glares at you darkly.
Absolutely not.
Do not pretend to be some kind of hero. I mean, I did actually banish the demon. Like, I think I get to feel a little bit like a hero. Use of illegal magic and binding yourself to a spirit. You're coming with me to Eridus to stand trial for what you've done. Fucking... Hey, Mime, can you just kill me, like, for real? Now? On whose orders? Aw, Elizabeth moves to stand between you and Victoria protectively. First Commander Alethea. Victoria twists her collar to reveal the insignia of the third Paragon, and you feel dread run down your spine like ice. Of all the people to be discovered by, it just had to be a knight. Well, damn. But it was an accident. But I stopped the demon. In the chat, oh no, she's a cop. Yeah. Basically, yeah. Oh, well, damn. You're a knight? Oh, this is bad. This is really bad. Good to know you understand the severity of your situation. Your actions today will have drastic consequences.
Hear me out.
But, Victoria, don't you see? This might be a good thing. What? We sealed the spirit away, didn't we? In fact, it's really lucky that we were here. I bet the shop would have burned down completely if you and Kit hadn't been here to save it. Be that as it may, it doesn't excuse the illegal use of chaotic magic, so... it just the magic just happened. I didn't do it. Why is being in the presence of chaotic magic, like, I didn't... I mean, I guess I used the... I turned things on the locket. That's using magic, I guess. Okay. Victoria is interrupted by a strange buzzing sound coming from her jacket. She and Mime visibly pale.
Of all the times.
Just don't take it. Pretend we're not here.
Victoria glares and pulls out a small glowing orb that is pulsating intensely, or insistently, with light. We got magic cell phones. Whoa. Why? Okay, sorry. I got a pop-up from Steam. This isn't... I'm not even playing this game on Steam. Please go away. I'm glad you couldn't see that. But it literally took up the whole screen for me. I see, I got that pop-up too. She closes her eyes and breathes in deep as if saying a quiet prayer. There's a flash of light and an image appears.
Victoria, what's going on? You didn't call in for your last report.
The image of a woman in uniform appears in the glowing light, and you blink in surprise. You've heard about the crystal communicators the government uses to transmit conversations, but you've never seen one in person before. Victoria straightens up in her presence, all emotions hidden by her professional tone.
Apologies, Commander. I'm afraid that the situation has become more complicated.
Aletherose mercy. Don't tell me you lost the spirit.
No, Mime is still with me, but the incident appears to have spread. A demon appeared in town tonight. I suspect there are more out there.
The number of casualties?
None, for now. However...
I mean, technically, the alchemist was dead for a while earlier, but, you know...
We managed to dispose of the threat for now, but I fear this could still escalate.
I know you want to ask, Victoria, but we cannot dispatch any more knights to the area. For now, you will return to Eridus with the spirit. We will regroup from here and determine the proper course of action.
I understand.
You're just going to leave? What about the townspeople? That's some knightly courage. I mean, I don't... do I want a knight here? I guess I'll say, what about the townspeople?
You're leaving? But what about the townsfolk? What are we gonna do if more demons show up?
Victoria, who is this?
Another complication.
Actually, the alchemist here might just be the solution to your problem.
Mime.
No. It's all right, Victoria. Let us hear what the spirit wishes to share.
Thank you, ma'am. You see, we got into a little accident earlier. I won't bore you with the details, but the good news is that the two of us together are really good at sealing away those big old meanie spirits you're so worried about.
Two of us together!
Is that so?
The woman turns to you. Oh no, don't look at me.
What is your involvement in all of this?
Getting stabbed. It was an accident getting stabbed, protecting my home. Yeah, protecting my home.
My home just got destroyed by one of these demons.
Ah, an unlucky bystander then. And this magic you use to get rid of the demons. Unlawful, I assume.
Cool. Whatever.
Very.
But no one got hurt.
Except me, earlier.
We just sealed away the one who was wreaking havoc in the shop here. I'm confident that if we just stay in town and investigate, then we'll find a solution to the problems you're having in no time.
A lovely proposition, but tell me this, spirit. If I allow you to roam free, how can I trust that you won't just run away again?
Because I'm so nice?
I cannot trust you. There is more at stake here than mere townsfolk. It is a risk I will not take.
Mere townsfolk, God. Fuck off.
I'll vouch for the child, Commander.
Elizabeth steps forward, having been strangely silent until now. Alethea looks startled.
Elizabeth, it has been so long. I feel fate is playing some cruel trick on us, adding you to this unholy mix.
Victoria and Mime both look completely flabbergasted by the familiar tone used by the two women. You must admit, you're also curious about how your teacher came to know one of the Empire's commanders so closely.
Perhaps. The young one is my apprentice. I can vouch for the contents of her heart, and, if you will let me, take full responsibility for what we both know must be done.
What does that mean? Don't be vague. What must be done? What must be done?
It is not fair for me or anyone to force upon you such a burden. You have already done enough.
And I shall do this as well, unless you wish to stop me.
Oh, I know better than to challenge you. Very well, Victoria. Your new mission will be to stay in town, guarding these two, as you track down any remaining demons and neutralize them.
Wow, Victoria, aren't you so excited about the prospect of spending more time with us? Isn't that just what you probably wanted?
You will do what you must in order to keep a low profile.
Don't like that sentence.
This mission cannot fail, and the truth cannot be revealed to the public.
I don't like that sentence either.
I understood.
Wait, what? Don't I get a say in this, or I'm just an alchemist? I'm just an alchemist.
You want me to do what? I'm not a knight. I'm just an alchemist. Not even that, I'm just an apprentice. How can I possibly be of any help?
I agree. It is an unconventional situation.
Okay, you didn't have to agree that quickly.
Normally, I would never agree to anything like this. But the situation is dire. And whatever you may think of your abilities, this first victory is proof of something else.
Okay, well, my biggest concern is, am I gonna be like dragged off to jail when this is over? Because of my use of illegal magic. Like, are you saying that this is allowed now and I'll be fine? Or like, what's going on here? I would like some more reassurance that I'm not gonna be like the scapegoat and you're not gonna just like throw me under the bus immediately when it's over and you got what you wanted. Not that I have any distrust towards the government or anything like that, especially not the cops.
I need you to rise to the challenge. Can you do that?
All right. Will you accept this path that has been forced upon you? I don't have a choice, I guess. I'll do my best.
There's no way I'm sitting this one out. If I'm able to help with this, then I'll do my best.
You have a good heart. I wish you luck.
It's good for stabbing, apparently. The image disappears and a tense silence falls over the group.
That went well, right?
No one answers. Chapter 1, The Valley. And that's how you became the unlikely defender of Anemone Valley. Well, I see in the chat, illegal magic. Yeah, I have many concerns still. Like, I'm not convinced that I'm for sure gonna make it out of this all right, even if I do exactly what they want. You know, I feel like they'll be like, great, thanks for being so helpful. So you did break the law dozens of times while doing that, and so to show our appreciation, we're taking you to the Capitol to stand trial for your crimes. That's fair, right? All right, so that was the prologue, and we've met one of our technically we've met two of our companions, Mime and Victoria. We still have 3 more to get to, which I'm sure we will probably meet in this first chapter. But before we get to that, we're gonna take our 10-minute break. So let me get over there. All right. And there has been a lot more so far. There's been a lot more recorded lines playing, which has been very nice to not have to read all of this after coming off of The Pale Beyond, where there was so much reading. But yeah, we're gonna take our break And then be back in 10. Oh, I do see in the chat, good night, have a good one. You too, and thanks for stopping by for the prologue. But yeah, see you in a bit. Hello and welcome back. Let me get the game screen up. All right. So we just finished the prologue. Now we're at chapter 1. I already forget what the title of chapter 1 was. But here we are, and that's how you became the unlikely defender of Anemone Valley. And that's the end of the story, right? Nope, not quite. Waking up the next morning feels like a dream. If it wasn't for the happy grin of the spirit who greets you, you would have dismissed it as such.
Morning. Glad to see you're awake.
It must be nice getting rest from sleep instead of fainting all the time, right? So Victoria sent me. She's really eager to get started on this big ol' mission thing, so she wants you to meet her outside, like, now. She's already in a bad mood though, so I don't think hurrying would make her less angry. Anyway, how are you feeling? I like that. I see the like I got stabbed and look over to the chat and see a better end than getting stabbed in an alley. Like I got stabbed. I'm okay. 5 more minutes. Like I got stabbed.
Well...
Like I got stabbed, then blown up before fighting with a demon, so not too shabby. Yeah, that. Yesterday was kinda crazy, wasn't it? Well, I'm sure the worst is behind us now. And I mean, it could have been worse. Don't say that, Mime. Don't tempt the fates. We're in chapter 1 of 6 or 7 chapters, I think. At least we're not being dragged off to the capital right now, right? Yeah, but I still have my doubts about whether or not that's where I'm gonna end up. Oh, what happens now? Why are you so afraid of the capital?
I wonder.
So what do we do now? What's the plan?
About that.
Well, finding these demons and sealing them away is our first priority. We can't have any more people getting hurt. And hopefully, while we're looking for a way to stop them, we'll learn more about that spirit locket of yours. If it can seal demons away, then maybe there's a way it can unseal me from your heart as well? That's hardly a plan. That's a great plan. We're all gonna die. I mean, I'm not sure I would be like, that's a great plan, but it certainly is a plan. And it's not like I've got any other leads, so...
Okay.
That sounds like a great plan. Great thinking, Mime.
Thank you.
You really think so? Thank you. Let's do our best, yes? Why are you so afraid of the capital?
I have some questions.
You're really quite afraid of the capital, aren't you?
Huh?
Well, of course. Spirits are not supposed to go to human cities. The mere existence is some kind of crime to them. I don't want to know what they're gonna do to me. We should go to Victoria then. So you say Victoria wants to see us? Yep. She said at once, so probably like yesterday, honestly. We should get going. You walk into the shop. Now that everything is illuminated by daylight, you can truly see the extent of the destruction left by the demon the night before. Every surface is covered in glass or spilled potions. Shelves are shattered, windows broken, and in the middle of the chaos, Elizabeth is carefully cleaning the floor with a broom.
Welcome back.
Kit, Mime, good morning. She greets you with a tired smile, and you wonder if she even managed to sleep at all.
It is quite the change, suddenly having people living with us like this.
Yeah.
This sleepy old town really did wake up to quite an adventure, didn't it?
A little adventure might be good. I'm sorry, or I wouldn't mind going back to sleep again. Well, we're adventurous, so I'll say a little adventure might be good. You never know. A bit of adventure might be good for us.
I see.
You might be right. This world is one of constant conflict. There are so many heroic tales you can tell, but the bards rarely capture the pain that sometimes follows doing what is right. I have tried to shield you from such pain, but I see now that if you are to prevail in the challenges ahead, I cannot keep hiding things from you. I know you have a lot of questions. If you want, I shall do my best to explain what I can. What do you think about unbinding myself?
I wonder.
Do you have any idea how to get separated from a spirit? I know a few, but none of them would leave the both of you, how to put it, alive afterward. Gulp? Exorcism is the craft of demon hunters, and they don't particularly care about the well-being of those affected, as long as it eliminates the threat. You can ask Victoria for details. No, I don't think I want to know the details, actually. The way she attacked that demon yesterday, it is clear she has had the training. But why a former demon hunter would now work for the Knight Commander of Eridus, I'm not quite sure. Okay, so she's a cop and a demon hunter. Alright, got it. Tell me about the spirit locket.
So...
The alchemy table. Last night it changed into something. You called it a spirit locket? What does that mean? It was an invention that pioneered the modern school of alchemy. A new type of alchemy that was usable by non-mages. It works in much the same way as the alchemy tables we use today, but while we now use the power crystals to fuel our spells, the spirit locket runs on the life force of spirits. Oh, that's... So we absorb them and then use their life force. That's a little... Don't think I like that. That's horrible. That sounds horrible.
It's not that simple.
It was a necessity of the times. Alchemists had yet to discover the use of crystals as a power source for their spells, and so spirits were used. It's a powerful artifact, one which is now bound to you, just like mine. More reason for us to get separated. Yeah, did I hurt you, Mime?
Oh.
How are you feeling, Mime? Did you get hurt during the battle? I feel fine. It might be different since, you know, I'm not bound to your locket thing, but to you. This is all so confusing, though. Ugh. I wish we could learn more. I'm sorry I cannot be of more help. I'm skilled in alchemy, but the engineering that goes into crafting a locket like this is something else entirely. It is possible that there are mages out there who know a lot more about alchemy lockets and spirits, but locating them will be tricky. You could try and ask Quinn for help. They went to the Mage Academy, so they might know more. How did the locket get here? Yeah, how did the locket even come to be here in the shop? It doesn't really seem like something authorized by the Empire. It's been in my possession for a while. It was gifted to me by a dear friend, and I've kept it safe here ever since. I didn't expect something like this, but that doesn't matter. We could talk about that story another time. You have more important things to worry about now. Alethea?
Tell me about...
That woman that appeared yesterday. You knew her. How? My life did not begin and end in this shop, you know. Alethea and I knew each other well Knew each other well a long time ago. Back then, I would have called her my companion, but now... Our journeys took us down different paths. She is now the right hand of the highest office in the land. She's an old flame? Sounds like an interesting story. Back to the topic. How do we think she'd react to this? I see in the chat, spill the tea! And then before that, sounds like dark magic in the Dragon Prince. Ooh. She's an old flame. She got some history together. What? Too difficult to imagine your dusty old teacher being young and in love? Nah, it's cute. Or maybe a bit. I'll say, nah, it's cute. Not at all. It's kind of cute to imagine, actually. Cute? You really are such an odd child, do you know that? But no matter. If you find the topic so fascinating, perhaps I'll tell you the story. After we get this place cleaned up. How's the shop?
About that.
What are we gonna do about the shop? Everything's so broken, I don't even know where to start. We clean, we salvage, we restore. I've already sent a message to Queen about restoring our herbal stock. Knowing them, they've already gotten new supplies ready for us. I just need you to pick it up whenever you can. I do worry about the alchemy table, though. I cannot make potions without it, and getting a new one from the Mage College can take a while. Then comes the paperwork for gaining a new power crystal. You'd think it would be easy to obtain one with us basically living on top of the mines, but the last time we needed a change, it took several months. No doubt Goldner, that old weasel, had something to do with that. Reopening the shop might take a while. Yay, paperwork! Someone's blocking your request. We can use the locket for now. Someone's blocking your request? This isn't the first time getting a new crystal has been such an issue, is it? Is someone doing this on purpose? It is but a suspicion. But I know for a fact that Vizier Goldner has several crystals at the ready. The paperwork is in order, I'm sure, yet he still stalls. Don't know how to pronounce that. The man has never been friendly with magic folk. Ironic, given his trade. I'm afraid for now we can do nothing but wait for the bureaucracy to run its course. I can make the potions.
I'll do it.
Wouldn't I be able to make the potions still, using the spirit locket? I guess that would be possible, but I wouldn't want to put such a quest on you now when you're tied up in your other obligations. Restocking the shop will take time. I would need to teach you many more recipes than what you know now. You'd be bored without me here, just until you get a new table. Teach me then. Teach me then. I'm an apprentice for a reason. In the chat about imagining her being young and in love, in the chat, would you rather we say it's gross? Well, maybe. Who knows? Teach me then. You're still my teacher, right? Elizabeth looks surprised for a moment, but then her eyes soften and she smiles.
Thank you, dear.
That is true. Very well, Kit. I shall teach you. But this can't interfere with your other tasks, remember? We'll have your lessons here whenever you have the time in between missions. Just come by the shop and find me, and we'll get started. Alright.
I'll be off then.
I have to go. Victoria's waiting for me to go on this whole quest thingy. This whole quest thingy or whatever. I understand. I'll be here in case you have any other questions.
Good luck, dear.
Thank you. Victoria is standing outside the shop, arms crossed and eyes glaring at anyone who dares to pass her by.
You're late.
Sorry.
Morning.
Good morning, Victoria. Ready to do some investigate. What part of keeping a low profile do you insist on not getting? Huh? Oh, right, sorry. Victoria sighs heavily. You remembered to cast your spell? Of course. No human will notice me at all. Unless they're like a demon hunter or possessed by a spirit like that guy yesterday. A mage would probably also see me, so yeah, basically invisible. Ugh. So what are we doing? Careful you don't want to make a scene, or that's so cool, Mime. Let's just say, what are we doing? So what's the plan, Victoria?
While you two were snoozing the day away, I've been digging around for some information.
I died yesterday. I get to sleep in. Get off my back.
Look.
There are multiple accounts of people having seen the shop burn last night, but who have no recollection of the mob and the dark magic. The general consensus is that it was an accident. I see no reason to correct this assumption. It would just create unnecessary panic. The shop itself is clean. No trace of anything magical. If the place wasn't trashed, I wouldn't be able to tell anything had happened. It doesn't leave us with much to go on, really.
I wonder.
Well, we could always go check out the forest. We spirits really like nature, so maybe the demons are angry someone went and destroyed their home. We already searched that place for clues and found nothing. I think our time would be more wisely spent exploring somewhere new. The mines under this town are suspicious to me. I do not believe it is a coincidence that these events are occurring right on top of a large seam of magical crystals.
Are you sure?
Ugh, do we really have to go underground though? It's creepy. What's up in the mines or the woods? Oh, we're just asking. Okay, what's up in the mines?
I wonder.
Are you so certain we'll find something in the mines?
About that.
I'm not certain of anything at this point. That would be foolish. However, the crystals mined down there are powerful conductors of magic, so it's worth taking a look.
Maybe, but...
The underground caves are so creepy, though. I mean, it is worth a look.
Actually...
It might be creepy, but does it sound like something... But it does sound like something worth investigating more, don't you think?
Come on.
I know you're right, but still.
Enough of this.
Mime? Victoria gives Mime a pointed look, and the spirit's mouth zips shut instantly. Then those hard eyes turn to you.
I can't believe this.
Look, alchemist. Alethea might have put her trust in you, but I'm not so easily convinced. So it would be much appreciated if you kept your opinions to yourself. Why should I trust? Sorry, I saw that. Why should I trust you? I don't trust you either, so I guess that leaves us even. The tension between the two of you could be cut with a knife as sparks fly from the intense glare you share. Right, so now that we've established that there's some trust issues we need to work on here, maybe we should go get on with the mission? Victoria huffs but doesn't soften her glare. Fine.
Let's go.
Let's get to work.
Mime, you're staying close to me. I won't have you running away from me again.
What? Me? Run away? I would never.
Just stay where I can see you.
Understood.
What if we went to the woods instead? That would be funny. Like, well, fine. I was trying to be on your side, Victoria, and say that the mines are worth looking into, but then you were such a jerk that I don't want to go there anymore. Or maybe we'll do some errands on the way. Let's do that, actually. We're gonna go see Quinn. I want to see someone nice. Sorry that I'm exposing you to Victoria. Quinn, you don't deserve that. Kit!
What in the world happened?
Oh. I heard your shop burned down, and I got this message from Elizabeth asking for new supplies, and who is this? You barely get through the door to the flower shop before Quinn showers you with questions. But when Victoria enters, they back up, concern quickly turning to apprehension. Sorry. Just another Tuesday. It was awful. It was awful.
You see,
I'm afraid it's true. The shop was attacked. Elizabeth and I are both fine, but, well... Quinn listens in silence as you recount last night's events. And now we have to somehow find a solution to all this as soon as possible. You make it to the end with a heavy sigh. Quinn wordlessly gets up and walks over to give you a hug. Oh, thank you. You know, I really need it. I died. And everything's been... I mean, then I didn't die, but it's not like things have been going uphill, really, from there.
Oh, dear.
I'm so sorry, Kit. That must have been awful. They release you and smile gently.
I consider you a good friend, and I want to help you. No, I am going to help you, as much as I can.
Aw, thank you.
This whole affair puts me at risk. We have to be very careful.
The door to the flower shop suddenly burst open, causing everyone to freeze in surprise. No. A tall, intimidating man steps inside, his cold eyes lazily taking in Quinn's little shop.
Messer Goldner, what can I do for you today?
Thank you for saying it, Messier. I see. Punch! Oh, a different guy. Unpunch! No, you want to punch him. No, trust me. You want to punch him. Don't take it back. Commit to the punch. Quinn looks nervously at the man as he glides around the shop, looking at the beautiful plants with disinterest. You feel Mime move to hide behind your legs despite her invisibility.
I was simply in the area and thought I might drop by. As you have probably already heard, the alchemy shop suffered a most unfortunate fire last night. I just wanted to be sure that our only other magic shop was still doing well.
That is very kind of you, sir. As you can see, nothing out of the ordinary has happened here.
The man chuckles darkly. What is he gonna be like? Yet?
Do forgive me for having my doubts about that. Just know this.
Oh. He steps awfully close to Quinn, staring them down with thinly veiled disgust.
The people of this town might have tolerated you this past year, but I will continue to watch you closely.
I don't trust Victoria, so I'm gonna step in. Quinn's my friend. You step up and force yourself between the man and Quinn.
I think it's about time you leave, sir.
The man looks shocked for a moment, but then his eyes harden into a glare.
I see the batty old alchemist has forgotten to teach her little apprentice any manners. Do you know who I am?
An asshole. Yeah, someone very rude.
That shouldn't really matter, given the discussion we're having. You have made your point, and since it's obvious you're not going to be buying anything, it seems like a good time for you to go.
The man sneers at you, but straightens his back and flicks invisible dust off his coat.
Fine. I have more important matters to attend to anyway, but I won't forget this.
Like in the chat, punch. Oh, it's a different guy. Unpunch, maybe. Re-punch! Yeah, maybe another punch just for good measure. Once the man is gone, the room breathes a collective sigh of relief.
That guy was scary. Who was he?
Messer Goldner is the owner of the mine. Despite the fact that the very ore that created his wealth is magical, he has a dangerously low opinion of mages and is quite vocal about it. Luckily, most people in town do not hold his word in high regard. He's somewhat of a joke, albeit an intimidating one.
Intimidating sounds about right.
As far as I've heard, he started his life as a common farmer. When the mine was discovered beneath his land, he suddenly gained quite a bit of wealth. Almost overnight. That money went straight to his head, if you ask me. So now he wants people to treat him like a nobleman. The townsfolk did not take kindly to that. And while he still makes good money on the mine, most people simply avoid him.
I see the chat. Wait, that guy was voiced by the same guy as Onslaught in War for Cybertron, apparently. Also Ramjet. Yeah, he had... It's funny you mentioned War for Cybertron because I found a playlist of like the different lines that characters have because, you know, in addition to their scripted lines, there's a lot of like randomized lines that happen when you do different actions. And he's like, Onslaught is literally only in the multiplayer or like the escalation mode, like not co-op for the main story, and these are his voice lines. Hua! 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 It's literally that. It's like a 5-second long video. It's very funny. So that was his contribution to that game. Most people simply avoid him.
To someone like me, however, he is very much a threat. And he knows it. Hence these little visits. But that's enough doom and gloom for one day. Please, tell me how I can help.
Quinn looks shaken but eager to change the subject. Yeah. Okay, wait. So that has the same symbol as that, so I guess I should ask about spirit lockets first.
I wonder.
What can you tell me about spirit lockets? Not much, I'm afraid. Magic is a broad field of study, and I specialize in, well, plants, not spirits. Tinkers, in particular, would know a lot more about such a mechanism than I. Luckily, I just happened to get word that one of my former classmates has taken an interest in the mines and will be visiting to do some research. She might already be in town, but knowing her, she went straight down there as soon as she arrived. Well, maybe we'll bump into her down there.
So...
Do you have anything left in stock we could use at the shop? Our supplies were completely destroyed.
What do you need?
I don't have a whole lot left, but I'll give you what I have. I'm sure you and Elizabeth will put it to good use. When I get more things back in stock, I'll be sure to let you know. Quinn hands you 2 bundles of lavender and some other herbs.
I've gotta go.
That's all for now. Well, we'll get going then.
Take care.
Very well. Please be careful out there. You walk out of the shop and continue on your way. After about 10 minutes of walking, Victoria taps you on the shoulder.
It would appear that we're being followed.
Oh. That sounds bad. We're so popular. What should we do? Really? I'm kind of regretting choosing the adventurous thing now. This doesn't sound adventurous, this just sounds stupid. What should we do? Keep your eyes straight ahead.
Well...
What's the plan?
Let's go.
Follow my lead. I see in the chat, we can curate our own adventure days. Oh, well, exactly. You follow Victoria down a side street. No one else is around, so you stand there and wait for a moment. And another. And then a familiar, timid face peeks around the corner. Big red eyes widening in fright when he realizes he's been caught. You're that kid from the shop, or why are you following us?
Hello.
Oh, I know you. You came by our shop the other day. The boy looks a bit embarrassed about having been caught, and he waves at you shyly.
Hi. Sorry. I didn't mean to... What's your name, kid?
Victoria's voice is surprisingly gentle, and the young boy flushes bright red, bowing his head.
I'm Kim, ma'am.
Our names are so similar, just one letter off. Why are you following us, Kim?
So...
Is something the matter, Kim? Why did you follow us here? Kim's face falls and he looks down at his feet, wringing his hands nervously.
I'm looking for my brother.
In the chat, all caps, child!
Do you remember him?
Oh, the guy who killed me? Yes, I do remember the guy who killed me.
We came into your shop yesterday to buy a remedy.
Should we tell him what his brother did?
He didn't come home last night, so I was wondering if maybe you had seen him.
I know it's, in a way, it's technically not his fault since he was possessed by a demon, but... Oh, no. Tell the truth. Tell the child the truth, even though it may be hard to hear. Tell the child you haven't seen his brother. He probably won't bother you again. This definitely will have... Yeah, I like... Your answer will impact the story going forward. Lie. He probably won't bother you again. You can't say one thing and then try to lie to me. That he'll no longer have any importance to the story when you just said whatever answer I give will impact the story. I mean, we can tell part of the truth. How mad is Victoria gonna get at us?
I'll tell you what happened.
Oh, okay, we are just gonna start right there, okay. Your brother attacked me last night. He appeared to be possessed by some kind of evil spirit. Almost looked like a demon himself. I haven't seen him since then.
That's awful.
My brother's nothing like that at all. He's always taken really good care of me, protecting me. But ever since he got that new job...
Huh?
What new job?
Well...
I'm not sure. He just said he was running errands for some guy. The pay was great and not nearly as dangerous as working in the mines. Your brother worked in the mines? Which guy? Your brother used to work in the mines?
Yeah. It was real tough on him.
The boss there is super mean. The workers get hurt all the time. My brother was in an accident too once. One of the tunnels collapsed and he got trapped under a big pile of rocks. After that, his head used to hurt all the time. But the alchemist has a really good potion that helps him with the pain. Okay, so I guess he wasn't one of the ones that had a hangover, wink wink. Which guy?
What do you mean?
See, he's like that because of capitalism. Isn't that always what it is in the end. Bad guy's always capitalism. At least that's what Brennan Lee Mulligan has taught me. Some guy? Do you know who he was talking about?
He wouldn't say.
Honestly, I was afraid he was going to get into something shady. But anything's better than working in the mine, so I didn't complain about it. We need to get to the bottom.
Actually,
we can help you figure out what happened to your brother. It sounds like he might have gotten tangled up in some of the stuff we're investigating.
You'll really help? Thank you so much!
I promise I'll do my best to help you as well. I'll start by seeing if anything my brother left behind can tell me who he worked for. Just be careful. It's not safe for a child to play detective. Stay out of harm's way.
I'll be careful.
He runs off.
Not bad.
I'm surprised, Kit. You handled that situation well. Finding this kid's brother will be instrumental in uncovering the truth. And also, you know, keeping him from killing other people will also be a bonus, right? Right. What is this? A compliment? Thank you. Blush! I'd say thank you if there wasn't blush. So I guess glad to help. I don't need to be that cheerful about it, but thank you. Glad I could help.
Time to go.
We still have much to do. Let's keep moving. Right. Go team! Woo! Ooh, alleyway. Let's see what's going on there in the alleyway. In the chat, blush.
Yes. This is a nice spot.
Sorry, mime. And then also, this is why tone indicators are good, lol. Exactly.
Empty, quiet, perfect place to just disappear. Ah! Oh, hi. What brings you out here?
Were you hiding in the trash again? Are you running away? Or sorry, I didn't mean to frighten you.
I'm sorry.
Sorry, Mime. I didn't mean to frighten you. I was just wondering what you were doing back here. What? Me? Frightened? No way! Okay, you might have spooked me a little.
Hear me out.
It's not like I'm doing anything bad or anything. I just get a bit overwhelmed at times. All this walking around, talking with people, facing down scary stuff. It just becomes a bit much and I just want to run and hide. I don't though. We're not gonna find a way to solve this mess if I hide in the trash all day. But you know, it's just nice to breathe a little once in a while. You understand that, don't you? I understand.
Actually,
I understand that feeling all too well. It's okay to be scared and to need a moment to gather yourself.
Really?
Really? I didn't realize you felt that way. You seem like the sort of person who's so put together. You stand up to help even when none of this is your fault to begin with. It's very admirable, but call me selfish, but I'm glad you can feel like this too. Makes me feel a little less silly for hiding out here. Tell you what, if you promise not to tell Victoria about my hiding spot, then I won't tell either. If either of us needs a moment to breathe, well then we can come here. It's brilliant, right? We don't really have any companions to gossip about yet, so we'll wait. I mean, we have Victoria, but I feel like we should have at least two if we're gonna gossip about them. Right, back to work. Stealing demons, saving the world, all that stuff. Alright, I guess we'll go to the mines. The mines are starkly cold compared to the warmth of the sunny day outside. It's quiet. Victoria is taking great care to keep you out of sight of any stray workers.
This place really gives me the creeps.
It's like everywhere I look, there's a shadow ready to reach out and grab us. Don't be ridiculous, Mime. The only thing that's out to grab you down here is your own imagination. I mean, to be fair, my imagination can be quite insistent. Someone off-screen screams. A sudden scream rings out in the quiet mine, echoing eerily along the walls. Victoria shoots forward before anyone else has time to react. Wait, Victoria! We really shouldn't get separated down here. And she's gone. What should we do, Kit? Already running to keep up with Victoria. Better keep up before we're left behind. Someone needs help. Sure.
I'll do it.
I've got to help as well.
Whoa!
Wait, Kit! How did I end up with two people with a hero complex? Poor Mime. Just wants to hang out, hiding in the trash. The stones beneath your feet are brittle and unsteady, and you almost fall skidding around a sharp turn. The passage has opened up into a large cave. In the middle stands a woman, her hands outstretched and glowing with a bright golden light.
Get out of my way, demon! You're ruining my experiment!
A demon stands tall, towering over the woman. You are making a grave mistake. Think of how powerful we could be, two beings of magic working together. You could have everything you've ever dreamed of, even—
Not interested.
Victoria, please help her, or she seems to have things under control. You watch the scene unfold. The woman pushes her hands forward and a blast of light slams into the demon, who shrieks in rage. I've handled kitchen goblins with more bite than you. Return now to where you came from. The demon is fading, wounded. The locket around your neck begins to glow.
Let's go!
Kit, I think it might be time. Let's seal this spirit away before it escapes. Alright. Okay, so we need the blue from here. But we don't want to get rid of that one. So that goes there, that goes there. Oh, these are on the wrong side. So we put it there. There we go. In the chat, illegal magic? Arrest her! I don't think it's illegal magic. The demon roars as it dissolves and is sucked into the glowing locket. The mines fall silent again. Is everyone alright? These things are everywhere. Can we leave now? Let's see if everyone's alright.
Everyone alright?
Are you all okay? No one got hurt, right? We're fine, Kit. Can't say I'll ever get used to that weird magic, though.
Fascinating. Just how did you do that?
Or are you saying the illegal magic to me? I just realized. Oh no, I say illegal magic, arrest her. Legal magic, carry on. You all jump as the stranger is suddenly in your face. Her gloved hands grab yours without any consideration to personal space to get a closer look at the locket that's still glowing faintly.
Is this some kind of portable alchemy table? It was alchemy you were using, right? What kind of magic was used to forge this? It cannot be powered by a crystal. The mass of the device would not be able to hold such power. But then, what?
Romance. Personal space, please. Could you please step back? I'm just great like that. In the chat, no, I was talking about the new girl, lol, and then all caps, but we can arrest you too. Personal space, please.
I'm not so sure about this.
So could you perhaps take a step back? The woman freezes and looks up at you for the first time since her rant began. She looks surprised. Did she honestly forget you were even there? Oh, right. That was rather rude, wasn't it? My apologies. I should have introduced myself before proceeding. She releases you and takes a step back.
My name is Anne Sophia Bernadette Hoffland, a scholar under the Seven Winds Academy.
She must be the mage Quinn was telling us about.
Anne seems to completely ignore the comments. Her attention solely focused on you, or at least the locket.
I am writing my thesis on alternative power sources for magic-infused artifacts, and you simply must let me take a look at this device. I have never seen anything like it. If I could uncover the mysteries behind it, I'd be the envy of the entire academy.
What are you doing down here?
About that.
Why did you come down here?
Did you know?
The crystals mined in this area are one of the most common resources for powering magical artifacts. I felt it was only right to start my research looking into the current practices, but I did not expect to find such an interesting research subject wandering around down here. Oh, cool. It must have been the blessing of Isith that made you show up when you did. Never heard that compliment before. Please don't call me a research subject. Never heard that compliment before. Wow, I've never been referred to as a research subject before. I mean, okay. The locket wasn't wandering around down here. I was wandering around down here with the locket. Okay. I was actually referring to your locket. Oh, wait, joking again? Of course. You seem to be quite fond of those. Who are you again? My name is Kit. Cheerful, indifferent Kit. Timid. I'm Kit. I'll just say my name is Kit.
Hello.
I'm Kit. Nice to meet you, Anne.
The pleasure is all mine.
Well, sounded a little strained there. Thesis.
Huh?
You're writing a what now? I thought mages worked in shops and such.
About that.
Most do, but there are a few who choose to pursue a career at the academy itself as researchers. In order to get such a position, however, you need to write a thesis, an extensive research report with the knowledge you have gained while traveling. Most candidates fail.
Huh?
Fail?
So...
Either they fail to find new knowledge, or they die trying.
Yikes!
Okay, not cool.
Actually...
You're not wrong. But I will be successful, don't doubt that. Academy?
Really?
Actually, give me one moment. Sorry, my phone was dying. I'll give you 2 moments. Thank you. We're good now. It was just, everything went dark on my phone screen. I was like, oh, it's like about to die. we're good. You're from the Mage Academy. Or you're from the Mage Academy? Sorry, it was a question. Yes, graduated last month, but I already miss it. No need to worry though, if everything goes to plan, I will have my thesis done and ready for publication within this season, and I'll be back before summer ends. Quinn told me...
Listen,
Quinn
was the one who sent us here.
Sorry.
They told us you might be able to help us learn more about this locket. You see, the power source is... well...
That would be me.
There's a pregnant pause while Anne blinks at Mime, for the first time noticing the short spirit girl standing partially hidden behind you, and then all color appears to leave her face.
A spirit? But that's taboo. Against the teachings of the Holy Seven. How did you even...
The Holy Seven?
Oh, wait! I get it! This must be some kind of government-licensed project, right? That's why you have a demon hunter with you.
Yeah, totally.
Government licensed.
Illegal!
Sure. Let's call it that.
No, I am not getting tangled up in something like this.
Alright, that's fine.
Do you know what happens to mages who get involved with sketchy things like this?
Maybe we can make a deal?
I know it's not ideal, and I understand why you would be suspicious. But maybe we could make it worth your while? We're both searching for something, and our goals appear to be the same. So, what if we make a deal?
A deal, you say? I'm not going to lie. I'm curious about that locket of yours. It's certainly a lot more interesting than what I've found down here so far. Leaving town in search of a new mine would also put me way behind schedule. I really don't have time for this.
That's what it's all about. I don't have the time for this.
For what it's worth, we are currently working on the orders of the Knight Commander of Eridus. The nature of our mission, however, demands a level of discretion.
By discretion, you mean they approve as long as you don't fail?
Exactly. She gets it.
But I suppose being chosen by the Knight Commander herself does give you some credibility. If I help you with this demon problem of yours, you promise that you will help me with my research? I will need to study that locket of yours thoroughly.
Your choice will affect Anne's path going forward. Reality. People's lives are at stake. I need her to realize her personal goals have to come second. I mean, isn't it... Guess I'm a little confused on what this is. Like... Because we're promising either way, aren't we? We offered the deal in the first place. We can make this work in a way that's beneficial for both of us. But like, can we do that but also help her realize that like there are actual big stakes here too? Like, I don't see why these have to be separate. I think I probably went with promise last time, so I'm kind of curious to see reality.
Our priority is helping the people in town.
And in the chat, I'm a little unclear too. Maybe they prioritize different things. Yeah, I think that's what it actually is, but it's weird to say like reality versus promise. Like I offered the deal, and then it's like, wait, so if we say reality, we're like, actually, we won't help you. I think we can say, I think they could have as we've seen with some other things, I think they could have worded some things a little differently, been a little more clearer.
I'm sure we can help you as well, but your needs come second to their safety.
Yeah, like, see, like, that's what I wanted. Like, I'll be willing to help you, but, yeah, if people are in danger, then that's the top priority.
Figures. But about what I expected, honestly. As long as you don't expect me to share your priority, I believe we can make this work. You have your goals, and I have mine, and if they no longer align, we part ways. Simple as that.
For some reason, that really doesn't sound too trustworthy to me.
I mean, it sounds plenty trustworthy. I think the word you're looking for is reliable.
Welcome to the team, man. I'm sure we're gonna solve this together in no time.
Yes, mine, was it? I'm sure you and I are going to have a lot of fun together.
Why do I suddenly feel cold?
I've never had the chance to talk to a spirit before. At the academy, they are confined for safety reasons.
Safety? What? So the students can't hurt them?
Oh, no, actually, quite the opposite. The spirits at the academy are a lot less friendly than you.
Oh, well, I suppose if I was kept cooped up all day in school, I'd be pretty grumpy too.
That's a fair point.
All right. Okay, so Anne, if we wanted to talk to Anne some more, she's at the flower shop, but I think we'll do the Ivy Woods first. The Ivy Woods are silent. Everything is still among the blackened trunks of dead trees, as if the wildlife has also heeded the warnings to stay away. This is sad. This is super creepy. Let's go search for clues. This is sad.
That's awful.
This is so horrible. It's gone. All of it. The trees, the birds. Losing your home like this. If I had been a spirit living in these woods, I would have been sad too. But nothing's here. I knew this would be a waste of time. I understand that you have questions you want answered, Mime, but everything looks just as it did when we were here last. There are no clues left for us here. I guess you're right. Oh, in the chat, oh no, they're not creepy trees, they're sad trees. Yeah, I mean, they can be a little creepy too. Get samples for Quinn. While we are here, we might as well get some samples for Quinn. Maybe they'll be able to figure something out. You step away to gather a few samples for Quinn. A pinch of dirt, a twig, and dried leaves. It only takes you a minute and you've completed your task. Victoria then sighs impatiently. You can't wait a minute? You done? Then let's get out of here. Wait, did you hear that?
I can't believe this.
Mime, I swear I will. Shh, listen. Your group falls silent and listens carefully. And after a while, you pick up on the faint sound too. It sounds like a person singing. I'm starting to get that feeling again. You know, like back when the shop was burning. I think there might be something dark ahead. Let's go investigate. Why would anyone be out here? Nice place for singing practice. Let's go investigate. That's unusual for sure. Let's go check it out. You step forward, but Victoria's arm stops you, the tall woman's eyes hard as you stare straight ahead. Don't be a fool. Stay behind me. She walks ahead, her hand already resting on the hilt of her sword. You walk among the black trees, every step taking you all closer to the sound of singing. Stepping out into a small clearing, you find a large willow tree by a small lake. It is black and dead like the rest of the forest, but among its branches sits a small sparrow. The song is coming from the bird, but it is very much the voice of a human woman singing enthusiastically. There are stories to be told, daring and bold, in the Merry Sparrow's Inn. Below the tree, resting against the black trunk, sits a man, looking quite pleased with listening to the sparrow's performance. His eyes flicker to you only for a moment, and his smile widens.
It seems more have joined your audience, little one. Why don't you give us an encore?
The bird seems to perfectly understand the man, and puffs up its little chest proudly before throwing itself into another verse. Come, traveler, with your weary heart into the dark of the lantern forest. There lies an inn with open doors where the light is burning the brightest. Let the warmth heal your frozen bones. May the ale in our tallest glass pour. For the pain within your broken soul, we old travelers know just the cure. There is a light to be found within. There are stories to be told, daring and bold, in the Merry Sparrow's Inn. The bird finishes its song and does a tiny bow. The stranger claps, smiling brilliantly.
Bravo! Beautifully done.
Just what is going on here? That's a talking bird! That was lovely. You know. Sure.
That was lovely. Your friend is quite talented.
She is, isn't she?
The bird puffs up its chest and looks away. It looks awfully pleased.
Also a bit of a prima donna, but you know, comes with the territory.
It's an abomination, that's what it is.
Wow, Victoria. Just a cute little bird singing. It's an abomination. Okay, Victoria, calm down.
Someone has cursed the bird with magic. Better put it out of its misery.
Illegal bird, I see in the chat.
Now hold on there. There's no reason to act so rashly. The bird is not hurting anyone.
Its very existence is a breach of the law.
It is an illegal bird.
Who's to say it doesn't carry other, more dangerous curses? If someone got hurt due to our inaction, would you be able to live with that?
You are overreacting.
Right?
It's an enchanted bird, not some malignant spirit out to eat our souls. The world is not going to end if we let this one go.
This choice will impact your relationship with Victoria and the mysterious stranger. I do not agree with Victoria.
He's right, Victoria. We can't just kill the poor thing on a mere suspicion. Not all magic has to be evil.
You.
Ah, a voice of reason. How refreshing.
The bird flies off.
And there she goes. No doubt off to add your hero's deed to her song.
Probably not, but okay.
Sparrows are the patrons of heroes' stories, after all. And they do have a soft spot for heroic deeds. And tragedy.
Man, I should have told about how I died yesterday. That's super tragic. In the chat, but all magic can be illegal. And if it's illegal, that means it has to be evil. Because they wouldn't outlaw good stuff, right? Like, laws can't be evil ever, right?
Perhaps that is why she came to sing in this place.
That sounds like something out of the old religion.
Anne's here too. I know we got her, but there was no mention of her prior to this, so I was like, oh, I guess we just left her somewhere else. I know she is here with us. Okay.
Such talk is heresy, you know.
You're quite right. I shall ask forgiveness of the Paragons, if I ever meet one.
Who are you?
I wonder.
You may call me Michael. As for who I am, I always find that's a question best answered over a glass of wine. No?
Can't argue with that. Perhaps later. Are you always like this? I mean, I don't have wine on me. Sure. I might take you up on that invitation sometime.
Oh, really?
I'd be delighted to have such interesting company. What are you doing here? Sure.
Tell me about...
Interesting.
I was searching for answers to a curiosity of mine. What did you find? What answer? And did you find it? The answer then? I did. Well, what was it? That's a secret. I'd be more afraid of losing my head if I were you. So scary. You're an odd one. This is a weird place to rest. So you're an odd one. In the chat, IDKY, I feel suspicious of him for no reason. We just got all the we can be suspicious here. I'll just say you're an odd one. You're an odd one, you know that?
Oh, really?
A lone traveler on the road to the nearest tavern is not that rare, I would imagine. I'm actually a lot more curious about you.
A villager leading a mage, a demon hunter, and a spirit into a dead forest. Sounds like a legend about to be told. Or the start of a joke. Hard to tell.
What's the punchline? You're right, we are kinda an odd bunch, and wait! You see me? Victoria's hand flies to her sword. Michael, however, only smiles lazily.
How curious.
Of course I see you. You are right here, are you not? But no one is supposed to see me. Only... you're a mage? You're not a demon, are you? Careful, he could be dangerous. So you're a mage?
What?
So perceptive. Gotta be careful around you. But yes, I happen to know a bit of magic. Mostly I am just a simple traveler. Nothing fancy. There's a sudden rumble of the earth, a deep growl cutting through the air. What in Aletheros's name was that? Kit, I think that sounds like...
Blasted!
Something's coming. Stay behind me. A tall willow tree is shaking, a dark hole in the trunk retracting as if taking a deep breath. And a force of darkness bursts out towards your group. Victoria moves to parry, but the darkness knocks her away. Victoria! The shadow turns and heads straight towards you.
I think not.
A hand reaches around you and pulls you back. His hands are glowing with a sinister purple light as he commands.
Return to your true form.
The force is frozen midair, suspended by a bright glow. It hangs still for a moment, much like the demon in the shop. Its form expands and bursts into a shape of another demon. Insolence! You dare try to stop me? I believe you are the one rudely interrupting a private moment. I suggest you get lost now. The purple glow is crackling like fire, swirling in his hands before shooting out as a blast, striking the demon and sending it back reeling. You... Kit, you know what you have to do. Alright. Okay. Easy. We just gotta add the blue. To here. Shit. Gotta be in a different spot. No! There we go. No! The demon roars as it is sucked into the locket, and then it grows silent, the glow of the artifact slowly fading. In the chat, I see in all caps, suspicious, and then I was literally going to make a I can be your angel or your devil joke when his name was revealed as Michael, lol. That's one more demon down. I guess we'll check on Victoria. You slip out of Michael's grip and rush over to Victoria, who is picking herself up with a groan. Victoria, are you okay? I am fine. Only a wounded pride. But you... Stop pointing your sword at people. Victoria. Victoria picks up her sword and points it at Michael. Who? Me? Do not play dumb. I saw what you did there. You are a mage. Oh, he's just like Anne then?
No.
He is nothing like me. To think we'd see a chaotic mage here of all places. This is one very suspicious coincidence.
Chaotic, really? You make it sound so violent.
I see myself more as a naturalist, magic user. But I should expect nothing less from a graduate of the Mage Academy.
Speak, mage. What are you doing here?
Enough. Oh. It's no coincidence that a wild mage appeared just before a demon showed up. I mean... We've seen 2 other demons. Enough with the sword already. The demon might have been attracted to my magic, but I didn't come here to be murdered by that thing. I came because of the forest. You did? What do you know? What do you know of it? The sparrows were singing about a great evil destroying the meadow. I came to see it for myself. Check if this might be some new corrupted type of nature magic.
Really?
And was it? Did you find out what caused this?
Interesting.
I have a couple of suspicions. The fact that a powerful demon like that showed up certainly makes everything a lot more interesting. Sure, chaotic magic.
What do you mean?
What do you guys mean by chaotic magic? What does that even mean? It is a term used to describe any type of magic that is not authorized by the Empire. Which means in this little gathering, I am actually the 3rd individual who would fall under such a category. Talk about throwing stones. You know a lot about nature magic?
Tell me about...
Do you know a lot about this type of magic?
Look.
You pick up a few things here and there, living on the road like I do.
Huh?
Why are you doing this? Wouldn't it be much safer for you to stay away? Of course, but what would be the fun in that?
So...
We're trying to figure out why these demons are showing up in town, among other things. You say they might be connected? Maybe we can help each other. Oh, maybe we can help each other. I thought it was gonna say help each other out.
Interesting.
That little trinket of yours certainly seems useful. However, I do enjoy my head as it is right now, and your demon hunter friend is sharpening her blade. You know, fair. As if I'd let you off that easily. We keep an eye on him. He saved me. We could use his help. He did save me. That is a thing that happened. He saved me, Victoria. If he was here for some nefarious reason, would he really have helped back there? You are not wrong. I guess we can give him a chance. But one wrong move and... I know, off with my head.
So,
what do you say? You lend us a hand and we'll keep Victoria off your back. A curious proposition. But you are also quite a curious person, are you not? The stranger steps closer to you and looks you over, a calculating look in his eyes that makes you feel like he is seeing right through you. He smiles. Perhaps you are not quite so ordinary. I'm completely normal! Nervously. What's that supposed to mean? Or, you've got me. I love the, I'm completely normal! Don't look at me. I wasn't resurrected yesterday. It's fine. Maybe jokingly say, you got me. Ouch, you've got me. I'm actually the chosen one sent on a quest to save the world. How did you know?
Oh, this'll be good.
Just a hunch. I'm told I have a nose for sniffing out tragic cases. You think my story is a tragedy? That is yet to be seen.
Very well. I will help you out. This looks like it might turn out to be quite amusing after all.
Wow. Thank you. Isn't this great, Victoria?
I'm keeping a close eye on you, Mage.
I would be disappointed if you didn't.
Well, I, for one, am happy to get new friends. Welcome to the team, Michael.
Thank you, Mime. Now let's go hunt down some demons, shall we?
You're hiding something, Mage.
I am a man of many secrets, dear Victoria. You'll have to be more specific.
The reason you're here. You claim you came here to investigate the forest, but that's ludicrous. Why would you willingly put yourself at risk like that? Just, what's in it for you?
It can't possibly be because I'm concerned and want to help.
Unlikely.
So cold. Just like you, I'm here to lend a hand, so we can avoid more incidents like the forest. And as things are now, I'd say you need all the help you can get.
Just know that I'm keeping an eye on you.
I know, and how I feel for those poor eyes. Between me and the alchemist, they must be rolling around your skull, trying to keep up.
I mean, and Mime. I know Mime is usually with us, but I'm just gonna put us in the alley so we can gossip about our companions, probably. But we aren't going to continue on because we're hitting the 3-hour mark. So we're gonna stop here. We'll save. Alright. We got through quite a bit. We haven't gotten all of our companions yet, but we've gotten most of them. There's just one more who, I think that might be like the end of chapter 1, getting them on board. Oh, I see what's in the companions tab. see the mysterious silhouette, so I think it tells us about them. Oh yeah, and then like you kind of see the different sprites they have. So yeah, it just tells a little bit about them, and it probably changes or adds more on as you get to know them. See, as long as you can keep Victoria from killing him, that is. There's Mime, and there's Victoria. She isn't happy with her new role as babysitter. Ugh. Yeah, so you get like a little like journal or compendium type thing about your companions. And I know like if you have different, like you have multiple different saves, if you romance someone, they'll have like a little heart next to their name, so you can tell which game you're in, like which track you're on, and if who you're romancing, if anyone. So yeah, that's also a thing to keep in mind. I don't know if I will go for one of the romances, so if you, Aaron, are interested in seeing any of them, like you can think on it and let me know. Like I said, we still have one more character to meet, or companion character to meet anyway, who is also a romance option. But yeah. In the chat, see, like drawing a heart in your diary, lol. That's so cute. Alright, no stream next week because I'm gonna be out of town for a convention. So the week after that, which I believe is the 10th of October, yes. Yes, back with some more of Arcadia Fallen in 2 weeks. And now, with how far we've gotten in this, I feel like this might be a little longer than I was anticipating. I was thinking it might be like 3, maybe 4 streams. It might still be. I don't know. I'm thinking it might be more like 5 streams, which still isn't like long, but anyways, thank you so much for joining me tonight. We'll be back next time to finish up chapter 1, and we'll see how far we get into chapter 2 next time. But until then, have a good night, have a good next 2 weeks, and see you then. Bye-bye.